Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Lone Wolf Picker. This will be another TTM video. And for those who might be watching for the first time wondering what the heck TTM stands for, it's through the mail for autographs. I'd also like to give you an update on my buddy Ed Hearn. He did get his match for a kidney, so he will be getting a kidney and getting the operation going here very soon. But I was very excited to hear that a donor came through and was able to help Ed out and his family. So way to go, number 49. And hope to see you in recovery soon. And hopefully I can get over to Kansas City soon also. So here's my returns for the week. This was in 18 days. Greg McMurtry. I did not realize that he had played for the Bears until recently. But I sent him a couple cards. I also told him to keep one, but he returned both of them back. I am still trying to figure out the GT or GY. Don't know what that is. But hey, it's a return, and I'm happy to add another Michigan player to my collection. I am a big Michigan football fan, even though I grew up in Chicago. Here's second return, 1998 Iowa Cubs card from Micah Franklin. And he is a coach in the Orioles organization, and I sent that during spring training. So back in February, so another 20, 30-day return. So nice to add that to my Cubs collection. And that was it that I got through the mail, except for a friend of mine sending me some cards. And not to call out her name too much, because this is something that we all kind of just deal with. I've learned over the years, meeting people through Facebook and through different autograph groups, and she reached out and said, we're both Bears fans, and so she sent me some Bears cards along with some others in her collection. So very blessed to get this back. I don't know all the years to these cards, so basically just run through them for you. There's 38 of them, so thank you very much. You know who you are if you watch this video. But Chris Zorich, I was really hoping he'd turn out to be more of an impact player for the Bears, and he had some good years for him. Went to Notre Dame. Tommy Waddle. Listened to him on the radio all the time after his playing days were over. But I think that's a 91 Pacific card. Mike Singletary. I was just stoked when I came across this. Could not believe that she parted with Hall of Famer Mike Singletary. Signed in pen. Just really excited to get this back because I was a huge Singletary fan. That face could scare anybody. I wouldn't like to face him. Ron Rivera, another part of the Bears Super Bowl. Singletary obviously was, and I forgot to mention that. But Ron Rivera was, I'd never seen this card before, but that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it was a giveaway at Bears games or in the newspapers. Oh, it may have been in the Tribune. I know the papers up in Chicago do this from time to time. So that's nice to my 85 Bears collection. Mike Richardson, I was kind of wondering how I was going to get his autograph now that he's had a little bit of trouble with the law. And but again, part of the 85 Bears. In fact, this is 84 tops. 84 tops, this rookie card. So that's really nice. Bobby Ingram. Nice card there. He signed that. Wendell Davis, another receiver for the Bears. 92 Fleer Ultra. Kind of cheated on that because it was on the card. Again, 91 Upper Decks Steve McMichael, man, if you haven't heard about his health lately, he is not doing well, and just a shell of the former player he used to be. So Mongo, that's a nice part of the '85 Bears. Another one that I was really excited to get, Stan Jones. I was not able to get him while he was living, so a nice, very nice addition to my Bears collection. Andy Heck, longtime Seattle Seahawk. I actually just shared a couple weeks ago a return from Andy, so I did not have this card signed, so it's really nice to add him to another one. The one that got away, the one that everybody keeps talking about, Robbie Gould. Boy, he should still be kicking field goals for the Bears. He wouldn't have double doinked it off of the uprights. It's upper deck, so I'm wondering, kind of wondering where this came out of. It says 2 of 10 on the back, but nice card to add to my Bears collection. Make you dizzy there watching it. Dennis Gentry. Good guy. Good signer through the mail, too. Excuse me. He's part of that '85 Bears. And a good TTMer, too. Never had a problem with getting him back. Oh, and then Gary Fancic, Hitman. His buddy, Doug Plank, number 46. Those guys ruled in the defensive backfield for the Cubs, for the Bears back in the late 70s, early 80s. 46 defense that the Bears used in the '85 Super Bowl was named after Doug Plank, so that was cool. But yeah, Fensick and Doug Plank were two of my favorites there on the Bears. And then Penn State alum, Curtis Enos. Was hoping he'd be a better Bear, but, had a decent career. So those were the Bear returns I got. I tried to put these in order as far as teams go. Just a second. Excuse me. Mike Tingelhoff. Nice 73? I don't know if it says it on here. 77. I don't have a lot of the 77 cards. That's why I was a little bit taken back by it. I know what the 74s look like. And another kicker, Fred Cox. It's nice to have. Chris Carter. Nice card by Chris. It's signed to somebody. I was trying to read it there. That's why there was dead silence. To Melanie. Not sure who Melanie is. Andy Mauer. Another one from the Vikings. Randall McDaniel. I do not have a Randall McDaniel card, and he signed it in purple. That's pretty cool. Don't know who he signed it to, but it says to somebody. So that's cool. Oh, this pains me. Mike Tomczyk in a Packers uniform, but he was part of the '85 Bears as well. But yeah, it's good to see. Mike had a good career, so I know Packers were not my favorite team, obviously being a Bears fan. Don Mikowski. I don't know if I ever say his name right. That's kind of cool. I think he stopped signing a few years ago, so that's a nice addition to the car, to my collection. Wilbur Marshall, another one that's hard to see in a different uniform. Part of the '85 Bears again. Signed his Washington Redskins Pro Line card. And Ricky Irvin's rookie card. Washington Redskins. Nice card there, 91 score. Joe Theismann on this Pro Line card. Phil Villapiano. Actually saw, I don't know if anybody watched the Super Bowl this year, but saw a good special they had on that about him and Franco Harris being really good friends after the Immaculate Conception, Phil being part of that game. So that's a nice card to have in my collection. Luther Ellis, don't know too much about him. Looks like he went to Utah or UTEP, not sure. But this is 458 out of 5,000. And the Spectrum rookies. That's a nice card. Ozzie Newsome, Hall of Famer. Nice guy. Met him in Cleveland, boy, lifetime ago. Probably about 25 years ago at a card show up in Cleveland. So, really nice guy. That's a great card to have. Troy Aikman, look at that. Nice pro line. Still hard to believe that back in the day he would sign through the mail. So that was cool. Actually, signature looks like another one I got. Here's another one, Terry Bradshaw. Man, I am just really stoked about some of these cards. Just thought I'd never have some of these in my collection. And here's another one that is really Dennis Byrd. I believe he's gone now. He was paralyzed after an accident. But don't quote me, you know. Just because I say he might be passed away doesn't mean he is, but I think he may be, but nice to have that autograph. Quentin Coriat, number 2 pick for the Indianapolis Colts. I think he had a better career than the number 1 pick. It's blanking me right now, but I remember when he was picked by the Colts. I lived in Indianapolis for 11 years, so I got to see him play many times, and this is my first Coriat autograph. Roger Craig, look at that. Just unbelievable what cards she parted with, and just so thankful to have her as a friend. Roger Craig on the 85 tops. Look at that. That's a beautiful card. Nice close-up of Roger there. And here we got Brian Cox, former Bear. Of course, I think he played with a few teams. Oh, there you go. Signed by Bears. I didn't even see that on the card when I first got these in there. So, excuse me. And then here we have Terrence Murphy. My old eyes can barely see his name down there. There's a nice looking card there. It's okay, he's a Packer, I guess. I have a few. Jim, don't call me Chris Everett. Another good video if you ever want to see something. Can't stand Jim Rome, who was interviewing him, so I was happy to see what Everett did. And had a nice career out there in LA, and then played with a couple of teams. There's another Central Division. Detroit Lions, Wayne Fonts. Nice coach's card signed. And I'm going to have to flip this over because I don't know. Eugene Lockhart from the Patriots. As much as I like these Pro Line cards, sometimes you just don't know guys without their helmets on and their numbers. And last but not least, Detroit Lions, Johnny Morton. I like these cards here from Upper Deck Vintage. They had a baseball set like this too. And the back looks like the old style of cards. All right, so there you have it. 38 autographs from a friend up in Chicago. So thanks for watching today, and we'll hope to see you next week. I should have some things. I'm heading to a comic book convention this weekend, so I'll have some comics next week when I do my next video. Thanks again for watching. Again, if you like the channel, go ahead and hit like. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you know when new videos come up. And thank you all for watching again. Take care, everybody.